Thank you for staying with us. It is still iBrand Daybreak. As we are winding down for today, we won't go until we've brought you social media buzz. And of course, the very beautiful, delectable, amazing looking Deborah is in the house. Hi, Debbie. Good morning.
Hi, Oche. It's been a minute. Hi, Josh. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. Although the weather is actually not very favorable for me. But yeah.
We don't deal with so much heat.
I know. You say that all the time.
Yeah, because, well, we just have to be here and do the work.
All right, so Uche actually went on vacation.
Vagini.
Okay.
She came back and she didn't bring nothing. She didn't bring anything.
Do you want me to send people to your desk right now?
Anyway, so
investigate this desk right now.
So I saw a post yesterday on Instagram and it actually said breaking. Odumeje releases a video shaker and the dollar fell from 1,800 naira to 1,500 naira. Set to release Gandusa tomorrow, which is today, which will see the dollar fall from 1,500. Okay. Okay. Gandusa. Gandusa. All right, we're actually waiting, and that was actually just for laughs. We're actually waiting for the dollar to fall before the close of market today. We are hoping that we get 1,000 per dollar. All right, let's go straight to today's stories. The first story says the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, on Monday said the current salaries of federal lawmakers cannot take them home to do the jobs they were elected to do, while stressing that the take-home pay of an average lawmaker is a far cry from what people insinuate. Kalu called for understanding, saying the call for slashing of their salaries by 50% is not the solution to the current problem. The Abia State politician also praised President Bola Tinubu for having the courage to order the full implementation of the 2012 recommendation of the Steve Orensoya panel. Let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. Now, the first reaction from Junior, and he said, if the salary assembly is not enough for them, despite the hunger in the land, plus the allowances these people take, then they should resign. You cannot be earning a lot every month for doing absolutely nothing and still come out to say you are not well paid. Please resign. The second reaction, how much are they earning? How much is the minimum wage? What is their job self apart from sitting and deliberating on matters that are less of priority? Another reaction said they earn money for doing absolutely nothing, yet some of them still embezzle money with so much conscience. If the constituency benefits from the votes they casted, as if the constituents benefit from the votes that they casted, making arrest, having a salary increase, defined. Another reaction said, I refuse to believe this in its entirety. It has been alleged that our National Assembly members collect more than some presidents in their countries. Another reaction said, they should manage it. The country is hard. What about citizens that didn't receive any kobo? Which has been hooing. So let's take our first reaction from Uche.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
One bit. And that person that said it has been alleged that our lawmakers collect more money than some president is not alleged. It is what it is. It is now. So what is that?
But it's coming out now to say that the amounts that people insinuate that they earn as lawmakers is actually not true.
One thing that always beats me, Debbie, is how these people, I don't know whether they feel like that those of us that is it that you people's salaries not? It's on the internet now. We have to Google it all the time. Except if you want to hang out.
And they break it down for every time that there's actually allowance to allowance.
From chef to driver to miscellaneous and all that. And then you just come and think that we're supposed to just collect that tweet and swallow it line and sneak like, please, you should go and have several seats.
So how do you react? It's actually an Abia State lawmaker. So how do you react to that?
Permit my use of the word is bullcrap, because come to look at it, what's the average minimum wage for a civil servant?
I think it's 25,000. 30. 25 to 30,000.
Let's just cap it at 30.
30,000.
Some people don't pay that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many states are able to pay 30,000?
Wow.
Yet they have backlog of unpaid salaries for civil servants. Do we have unpaid salaries for lawmakers? So if they pay their salary as at when due, aside from the other allowances, vehicle, fuel, and of course domestic staff that they have, so why is it complaining when there are people who are those who are doing the work, the major work? They are the ones doing it, yet they've not been paid those salaries. Yeah, you just sit in your office, maybe go for constituency project and all that. Most of them do go, but then
you have to go.
Yeah, you have to go because there are allowances and I mean there are allocations for those other side function. But then again, when you still do those things, you still come back to tell us that what you are being paid is not enough. Then put out what exactly you are being paid and other allowances. Let's see.
How many persons in Nigeria?
Then you tell me how many of those persons earn those.
In the federal civil service, in the state civil service, public servants, how many of them are given cars? Even for people who it has come under the how do I say, jurisdiction, if I'm to use that word, of their office to give them cars. How many of them have their cars? But lawmakers get cars every year. And please, I'm supposed to accept the fact that what you're paid is not enough. Sell your car and say your 160 million SUV and use it and add money.
All right. Yes. All right. Let's move on to the next story. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has apologized to the state governors over his comments on the 30 billion naira hardship allowance allegedly given to them. Akpabio had at a plenary sitting yesterday during deliberation on the ways and means collected from the Central Bank of Nigeria by the previous administration said an unverified report indicated that state governors received 30 billion naira each from the Federation account to cushion the effects of inflation and the high cost of food prices. Last September, the federal government said 2 billion naira was released to governors out of the 5 billion naira loan it offered to each state as a palliative to cushion the effect of the removal of fuel subsidy. In response to this Senate President, some governors like Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State refuted the claim. Now, if you can remember, the 5 billion naira allocated to states, now Sheyi Makinde has come to say, oh, we did not see nothing. Anyways, he urged the subnational governments not to be distracted by any misunderstanding of the context and true meaning of the statement. He added, the President of the Senate recognizes and appreciates the current efforts of the governors at ameliorating the adverse effects of the current socio-economic environment and therefore invites more hands on the plow to complement the renewed hope agenda. Now, I don't know if you guys understand what I just read. Let me break it down. Akpabio came out to say, oh, they've actually released 30 billion naira hardship allowance. Then people made a fuss about it. How are you releasing 30 billion naira? That, okay, even if you want to release 30 billion naira, what happened to the 5 billion naira that you said or claimed to have what? To have disbursed. Now let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. Now it's coming to say, oh, I did not say it. Now that is where the problem is. Now, Ibuku said, LMAO, this is the number 3 citizen of the country between this our country it just be like reality show. How can a whole Senate president give out an unverified news? He should be sanctioned for it. And another one said he didn't lie, it was his mouth that mistakenly lied. And finally, Akpabio is such a dull criminal. I don't think he lied, he snitched on his fellow thieves. Josh, why do you think he snitched?
The question here is, was that information unverified? It was absolutely no. Number 3 position is not a joke.
True.
These are people who get privy information from the Aso Villa. So you cannot tell me that an Akpabio would just open his mouth and declare something that he has not verified. He may be doing that perhaps to play to the gallery as regards, okay, government is doing something. That's just what I think. Because he coming to apologize is because a governor in the person of Makinde have already come out to debunk that claim that it wasn't true. Imagine if these governors are kept quiet, like, let's just play politics. However, where is the money that the Lagos state government got that they would engage the roadside bookers? We read it in the news that it will start up, I think.
And that was last week?
Yeah.
It's meant to start up, I think, first week of March.
So where's the money going to be coming from? If it's not the 30 billion, it tells you that there is actually some level of sneaky nature in Akpabio trying to play politics with people's lives. This money has been disbursed. Yes, it has been disbursed, but some governors might not have gotten it. But telling me that you are apologizing for the statement you made, it doesn't add up.
How do you react to it?
It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
It doesn't make any sense.